This is Radioonfire.com. Yours truly, Diamond K, in here. Thank you for joining me. Of course, we're broadcasting from the Radioonfire studios here in Baltimore, Maryland. Well, it has happened. Jussie Smollett charged in this whole quagmire, fake hate crime. Chicago police just completed a briefing on the Jussie Smollett arrest and revealed some things that I want to go over. The superintendent, Chicago Police, Eddie Johnson, and the commander of Area Central Detectives, Edward Woodnicki, they had some things to say about Jussie, the investigation, prior to his appearance in court today. So he turned himself in 5 a.m. Chicago PD say that Jussie staged this whole thing. Staged the whole thing. Shamefully, because he knew he would get a lot of attention because of his celebrity. Of course. No surprise there. Shamefully faking a hate crime in today's climate. Now, whether it's by political puppet masters or his own greed, drama queen, they're saying he wanted a raise on Empire. I don't know how much he was getting, but he wanted more from Empire. And he thought that the amount of publicity that this would generate would get him there. Now, what further he had in mind, whether it's in the political arena, clearly, Jussie, you ain't built like that. You're not built like that, clearly, to even involve yourself in the political arena. No political sense. And it takes more than just saying, I go hard at 45. The fuck are you talking about, Jussie? On his Good Morning America interview, talking about he goes hard at 45. You go hard, really? You go hard. This ain't hard. The president, Donald Trump, clapping back at Jussie via Twitter. No surprise there. The president said this at Jussie Smollett. What about MAGA and the tens of millions of people you insulted with your racist and dangerous comments? Hashtag MAGA. Of course, he means Make America Great Again. I mean, I disagree with a lot of things that the president says and does. Some things I agree with. And this one is one. I understand. Like, you can say a lot of things about Trump. But when somebody's right, they're right. When they're wrong, they're wrong. And Jussie's wrong as they come. Chicago police use street cameras and the cameras of private businesses to track down the brothers, the Nigerian brothers that were hired by Jussie to do this dance, hoax, fake hate crime. You got to say fake hate crime. Leaving the scene, they tracked them down from cameras. They got in a cab, a ride-sharing service, went to the airport, left the country, round-trip tickets to Nigeria. So while they're gone, the police are doing investigating, and they realized that they had time before the Nigerian brothers came back to the country. During this time, they got phone records. They did all these things. They asked Jussie for their stuff, but they already had it. They already had the proof. They engaged in interviews and all types of police work. Jussie talked to the Nigerian brothers before the attack and after the attack. While they were overseas, Jussie talked to them then. Of course, he's going to try to say, oh, those are my friends. Of course I talked to them. But clearly, Jussie being the, I hate to use the word mastermind because there was nothing smart about this. Nothing. Nothing smart about any of this. One of the reporters during the press conference asked the superintendent what he saw as far as justice, what he wanted to come in this situation. And it was disturbing to me. He said he wanted an apology for the smear that was done to the city of Chicago by Jussie. He wanted him to admit what he did, okay? He also said that he wanted some type of financial reimbursement for the resources that they put forth, the man hours they put forth investigating this foolishness. How are they going to gauge that? The police need more money? Really? That's something that the police need, more money. I quite frankly think more needs to happen. I don't want no smack on the wrist. This is serious. People could have lost their lives. Now, a lot of people think that black people want to riot for any little thing. Ain't nobody rioting for Jussie. Nobody's rioting for Jussie. Jussie's wrong. Now, I'm not saying when people riot, they're the right causes. I think that the rioting should never happen. I think that it should not happen. But those are happening for a reason, generally speaking, that is just. It's just misplaced. They shouldn't do it. And ain't nobody rioting for Jussie. Police want an apology. Seems like Trump wants an apology as well. Does Jussie owe Trump an apology? Does Jussie owe the police an apology? Does Jussie owe the city of Chicago an apology? Yes. Yes. I don't like how the police keep saying that the brothers are victims. Victims of what? They wanted to be paid for this? Are the brothers, the Nigerian brothers, going to donate the $3,500 that they got from Jussie to the police department? If you want to take money from Jussie, you need to take back the money that the Nigerian brothers got. And if someone hires a hitman to do a job, and they don't do the job, or they do the job but they don't exactly kill the person who paid the hitman and the hitmen are responsible. But in this instance, the Nigerian brothers, they didn't know the police were going to get involved. What are you talking about? Somebody got beat up. You staged a hate crime. You knew the police were going to get involved. Don't let these Nigerians scam you, Chicago police, because they're not fooling me. Jussie need to go. The Nigerians need to go. Like Nino Brown said, if I got to go down, I'm taking a whole lot of people down with me. That's Nino Brown, New Jack City. Love that movie. All right, so Jussie, does he owe some apologies? Does he need more than apology? We don't want no community service. This was something serious. This could have caused a major blow up in the city of Chicago and beyond. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at The Diamond K Show, at Radio on Fire.